everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Sonic Adventure with your hosts,
Drak.
And the Shadow.
Come on, let's go save the world, Shadow! But, oh wait, you're a bad guy! Yeah, never mind. Welcome back to our Sonic Adventure LP. We are actually going to take on the next part of the story, Miles, Tails, Prower.
Oh, it's so funny.
Alright, so let's go ahead and get this started, shall we?
Yes, we shall.
Here I come, Sonic!
Shh, it's movie time. We're gonna be quiet. Actually, no, not really.
We talked during the other cutscenes, so we might as well talk during these.
Everything's working great! All systems go, full speed ahead! Uh-oh, what's
Tails,
this?
you jinxed yourself.
He really did. That's kind of how Tails works.
Yeah.
And around this time is when Sonic goes, "Watch out! You're gonna crash!" Ah!
Egg!
See, that's emotion.
I'm out of control! Mayday! Mayday! Going down! Ah!
Oh, you could have destroyed the perfume store.
That's a perfume store.
I don't know what it is, but that's what it looks
I
like.
think it's a newsstand.
Or like a boutique.
I'm pretty sure it's a newsstand.
Oh, that works too. I'm talking about the like the building one. It looks like a boutique you'd find in the middle of the city. And apparently Tails was deaf at that moment, so we couldn't hear what Sonic said. He's probably like, "You idiot!"
Our ears are reading from all that rock music.
Exactly.
Boy, you're lucky I saw you come down. So what went wrong anyway? It's not like you to crash like that.
And what you guys can't see is Alex is still mocking the mouth motions.
The animations are so hilarious in this.
And the thing I would actually mock in this is that the dialogue isn't the same as the previous cutscene. So
Yeah.
you're like, which one's real?
Thanks, Sonic!
I just kind of take it it's from, because it's the character's point of view, so
Probably.
the dialogue is a little bit different from each point of view.
All I know is that it makes me laugh every time.
Chaos Emerald! No way!
I was lucky to find one of the 7 Chaos Emeralds.
But of course, the one on his plane was red, and this is purple.
Now I want
Yeah,
to
go
find
figure.
out
That makes
how to
sense.
fly my plane.
Continuity.
Let's go to my workshop in the Mystic Ruins,
And I love the whole concept that his tails have more emotion than him as a character has on his face. Because they're wagging around. Alright, now I have control of Tails. And I love flying. Because flying is a little overpowered for Tails.
Not as overpowered as SA2, which sadly you can't do except in the Channel Gardens.
Oh, yeah.
But we'll get that when we get that.
Alright, now off to the Mystic Ruins, because we have to go prep our invention for Sonic to see.
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing
Because we
soon.
have some serious issues with our role model here. I'm actually starting to wonder if it's just that Sonic is a mentor for Tails, and more like... Because manga's kind of destroyed this for me. Or the comics, because now they're saying like he's borderline actually has a crush on Sonic.
They got a bromance going, yo.
But they're not bronies. Oh, never mind. Now the bronies are gonna drop off Drak and Shadow.
Well. If it isn't Sonic and Tails.
It's Robotnik. Thank you.
It's Eggman, Adam. Just deal with it.
I will never deal with it. I will forever be in denial, and you kids get off my lawn.
I love the way he says "swords" in this take.
But of course, he did come up with something even more ingenuitive for Tails' side of the story, right? I mean, it's not going to be like incredibly easy like the Sonic version was, right? Right, Alex?
Yeah.
Right? Right?
You'll just have to face him. His name is Eggman, and he still has the same things.
I refuse. And of course, the return of the Egg Hornet.
The only time the name Robotnik works is in the Sad AM cartoon, because that's the only time he's actually a menacing villain.
Oh, don't bring up that Robotnik, man. Because at that point, I'm going to have to start talking like Dr. Robotnik, because it's delicious.
No, you're talking too much like Bakorat.
I'm really just trying to do the nostalgia critic doing him. Like, Noah, Noah, Noah. Oh, that's delicious.
Welcome to the Egg Hornet again.
Yeah, exactly. But surely the difficulty has changed, right, Alex?
Of course not.
Right? Of course not. Only difference is that Tails does not have a homing attack. He instead flies. But it is cool in 3D to actually see his tails propel him into speed.
Yeah, that's really awesome looking.
They really do look like propeller blades. I didn't even mean to do that. Flying can kill Robotnik.
Yeah!
Here I come, Sonic!
All systems, full power.
He's not gonna get away with this!
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the only time that Tails has ever been voiced by an actual child.
What, the rest of the time they just get a woman to voice him?
Yeah. This and Sonic Adventure 2 are the only time that we have, like, children voicing Tails.
Really?
And the rest of the time, so
like, even Sad AM, it was a woman?
I'm pretty sure it was a woman in Sad AM.
Jiminy Christmas, man. Well, child actors are hard to come by. I mean, seriously.
I know they're a little difficult to work with, but I just find it interesting that this really is the only time that we actually have real children voicing Tails.
That was just too easy.
I mean, the only incident that I've actually... Well, I'll stop talking in front of this.
Oh, go ahead. We've been talking to everything else.
Well, the only example that I would think of that would be perfect of a good child actor was probably Full Metal Alchemist with the kid they hired to play Alphonse.
Right.
Because he was good. He was a good little kid on set, and nobody had a problem with him, but then he grew up.
Yeah,
and they couldn't bring him back.
I can never say his last name. I know his name, but I can't ever say it.
I can't ever remember his name.
Aaron, I can't really say his last name.
Especially since I've seen him in later stuff.
I think he's like a nephew of Justin Coy.
I think so.
Either nephew or cousin, I can't remember.
I'll have to look it up. I know that there is some kind of a relation to somebody over Funimation, and that's how he got reached.
Nepotism, sort of. Not as bad as Will Smith's nepotism. Yeah, Jaden Smith is like, hey, you kids, drop out of school because it's brainwashing. Yeah, easy for you to say, Jaden. Your daddy gives you every role you ever earned. Oh wait, you didn't earn them because your daddy gave them to you.
Well, technically his daddy didn't earn those roles either. He threw money at them. Although, we should be totally excited, Alex, because his daddy is going to look into something more artistic next time. Because After Earth bombed. Gee, Will, do you think that might be actually your acting ability? Not the fact that you picked this movie?
Well, it wouldn't be the first kind of more artsy film Smith has done.
Just gonna say, shield up. Will Smith had that bomb coming. And do you want to know why I know that Will Smith had that bomb coming? Wild, Wild West. Will had a bomb coming. And when he gets that bomb, he's just like, I don't get it, it was just the director was bad. No, maybe, Will, it was you. You're a great guy, I have no problem with you, but you don't know how to act very well.
What are you doing?
I'm actually just wandering around. Because I like the tails flying. Or the tails propelling while he runs. Alright, there we go. And of course, instead of the homing attack, what they decide to do for Tails in this storyline is he can swing his tails around and he's dangerous that way.
Which is pretty cool. I really would like them to make another game where Tails is playable like this. Not that I
It would be nice.
I didn't have a problem with the mechs or anything, but I think it'd be nice to kind of go back to this kind of formula of gameplay.
Yes. The only thing that was kind of disappointing is that Tails' version was just race Sonic. Or race somebody. It would be awesome to just have him do a level of his own. But that's kind of the mechanic that he gets stuck with, is that he's racing somebody.
Because, you know, Tails is all going to be about the self-esteem issues in the adventure games. I don't know why.
Of course.
He's only like he's only like 8 years old and has an IQ of 200, I'm sure.
Yeah, and of course the first thing that comes to mind is that he's going to hate himself. Yeah. In fact, I think it'd be the opposite. He'd love himself a lot. Now, people will notice the green rings. I occasionally will hit them, but most of the time I actually do like playing the course again. Because some of these levels were really good as far as design. But they actually do try and make it harder. Oh, I went the wrong way. I broke the later.
Sonic has bad rubber band AI, but it's not hard to catch up to him at least.
You made it. I can fly and you can't.
This is also Sonic 3D Blast music. I don't know if I mentioned it in this one, but when we played Sonic. But, yeah.
Boom, 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 boom.
It's Green Grove Sentinel.
And now I'm just gonna try and trash Sonic. Because I'm Tails and I win at all the races. Except for the ones that matter. Because Sonic has to win those.
I don't think there are any races Sonic wins. As long as you're
Well, yeah, in the Tails concept, no, there isn't.
You win!
But obviously in the Sonic storyline, he's the one that gets the emeralds and he's the hero. So
Yes.
which do you think is accurate?
Probably the Sonic storyline. This is Tails idolizing that he could be the hero.
Yeah, this is... In a lot of cases with some of these storylines, it is a what-if scenario.
Though I know obviously the Station Square thing becomes canon because it gets mentioned again in SE2.
The train headed for Station Square will be departing
Yes,
soon.
Mr. Train Narrator, we know. The train
Although they never be specific if they're talking about the Robotnik incident or the Chaos incident. I kind of noticed in the Sonic Adventure 2 dialogue. They don't allude to which disaster they're talking about.
It has to be the Robotnik incident because Tails gets honored for it. So
Tails gets what?
honored for it.
Oh, yeah.
If it was Chaos, then the paper would talk about Sonic.
I'm just thoroughly believing that the Chaos incident was wiped from everybody's minds. Tikal was just that much of a troll.
Yes, to call it a troll. There is an
Alright.
emblem in here. Do you know that?
What?
There's an emblem in here in the station.
No, where is it?
It's like in a little alcove on the ceiling. It's
Oh.
yeah, it's like in one of those somewhere.
Oh, I'll look around a little bit and see if I can get it. Ah, no.
We're going back to the Mystic
I
Ruins.
don't want to go to the Mystic Ruins! Ah, screw
I
it.
wonder if it's night now at Mystic Ruins. Oh, hey, it is.
I have actually in the Dreamcast version bugged this out where I got some weird hybrid of Station Square and Mystic Ruins. That was weird.
That would be awesome.
Jungle mixed in with city.
Come on,
like,
I
wow,
want to
is
see somebody make that a mixed video on YouTube.
It was like the Minus World in Mario. Alright, and this time we don't have to worry about the homing attack, because we can just fly up.
Tails is so shiny.
He is.
All the models are really shiny. I'm thinking they only redid Sonic's model for this DX version.
And then everybody else got shiny.
Yes. Because I've seen the Dreamcast play. I've seen a playthrough of the Dreamcast version, and everyone's really shiny in that.
Now this is actually kind of interesting because we don't have to go and gather as many rings like we did in the Sonic level. We just have to redo the downstairs level. Which is pretty much how it plays out for everybody else that goes into Casinopolis. Trying to make it so that Alex doesn't get mad at me.
Exactly.
And this one, it's actually a lot easier to get ring bubbles because I can maintain flight. It's also one of the easier levels to win at Sonic. Because you hit the right stuff and you'll fly. So people can see the huge lead I have over Sonic right now. Ooh.
Yeah. I did it!
Yeah!
You win!
I remember as playing the Dreamcast version, I always thought he said "wah" there. So like, whoa!
That
Like
wasn't
Tails is doing
too
his Bruce
bad.
Lee impression. I'm sorry, Bruce Lee fans. Please come back. I like Bruce Lee too. And of course, Robotnik's gonna go fart in our face again.
What's that?
Wow, this version's more action-packed. This is definitely a daydream. That fart was so bad it was painful.
I was just gonna do the Green Goblin's.
You, sir, get a point. Oh, I thought for a second we were gonna get the dream sequence. I guess that comes later.
But yeah, that comes later.
Where we actually get an origin story for Tails.
Sonic, what happened to the Chaos Emerald?
Eggman got one of them, but the other one's safe. He must be getting desperate.
Now the emerald count is 2-1 and Eggman's winning. Let's get a move on.
I gotta say though, the pretty. Oh wait, Cream.
Cream, there she is. I'm gonna go knock her out of the sky. Actually, I did try and do that in the dry run, and she actually disappears. Like if you get close to her.
I think like I don't know if it is the same. No, it wouldn't be the same. But like in SA2 and the HD ports, you'll like see Big the Cat everywhere.
Oh yeah, it's funny. It's like the biggest FU to Sonic fans.
It's a great little Easter egg hunt, really.
It's like FU, we liked Big.
Hey, come Sonic Heroes, Big is actually useful.
Well, yeah, that's when they actually found a use for him. You know, you had that team mechanic, but
You know, I can't help but wonder.
in this one, he was just in the game. He was a plug.
Yeah,
that's what he was.
Well, I can't help but wonder maybe they had intended Big to be like all the other player characters, but then Sega said, "No, we want you to make a fishing mechanic game, so make a fishing game." So I was like, "Well, gee, we gotta crunch for time."
That's
so
actually what I was thinking
let's
too.
let's appropriate a character. So.
When you get into the later levels of Big, he actually kind of plays like Amy levels, where he instead of running away from the big robot, you are saving Froggy. And I think, yeah, a Sega executive came and said, we've got this bass fishing contract, and you need to find a way to plug the fishing controller. So Big got thrown to the wayside. He may have had the best story ever in this game, but that's what happened. So nobody likes Big the Cat now. Big the Cat! Whee! Oh, and of course I gotta do this. I'm sorry, but it sounds like way more effort than it is.
Yeah, I think like Big the Cat's actually the fastest climber.
Yes, and he still makes the same noise.
Yeah, they all grunt when they're climbing the ladder.
And the grunt sounds so awkward. Alright, and so some people will kind of notice that the ice cap zone got cut for Tails because they wanted to keep it strictly the race.
Yes. A lot of levels got cut.
I felt bad about that, because the ice cap zone for Sonic is awesome.
Yeah, but of course you would be able to cheese it really good with Tails.
Oh yes,
So-
you would. You would totally be able to cheese it. But I had no problem with that, because you know what? Tails has been broken for like 3 games now. First he was immortal, then he was like, you could fly anywhere.
Tails can't die.
Why won't you just let me die? Ah! Love you, Dorkly.
Yep.
Alright, and now we are doing... Let's see if I do better on this one than I did with Sonic. Ah!
So much for that.
I want to hit all, like, the big jumps, but it's hard to do.
They never really polished the boarding mechanics. So.
No, they never did. It's, like, absurdly easy, and then... 2, that it got a little bit more clunky. And in 06, don't get me started on 06.
Not 06. You'll see when we get to that. Hey!
Shut up, Sonic! See you later, Tails! Whee!
So as everybody knows, in this game, Sonic's voiced by Ryan Drummond.
Yep.
And as to... I'm gonna go ahead and just bring this up now, as to if we have any preference as to who we like, Ryan Drummond or Jason Griffith. I'll take either. Frankly, both are pretty good in the role.
I'll take Jaleel White. Until he did Sonic Underground, and then I won't take Jaleel White. I was actually kind of surprised that they didn't bring back Jaleel, because Jaleel actually... I can't talk! Jaleel actually showed interest in doing the voice, but he was asking for more money than before.
Well, the same really happened with Ryan Drummond when when Sonic went over to 4Kids, when Sonic X came to 4Kids. Ryan Drummond wanted the part of Sonic, and he was willing to move to New York, but they wouldn't give him the part for some reason. But I can't I don't know, you say Jaleel White. Not that I don't like Jaleel or anything, but it's like, it just makes me think of
the problem is that
it makes me think of The Simpsons when they when Bart and Lisa first encounter Adam West, and they're like, who the hell is Robin? Oh, you kids are only familiar with the new Batman. Michelle Pfeiffer. The only Catwoman is Eartha Kitt. That's what it reminds me of, people who probably say, Jaleel White's their favorite. It's like, Ryan Drummond. The only Sonic is Jaleel White.
No, my problem is that I'm used to Jaleel White, and I liked his voice. But then he didn't come back, and I was confused. Oh, yeah, that's right. I gotta stay in the Mr. side.
Stick ruins, because you might find
Why, thank you, not Laura Bailey. If people are wondering, yes, that's gonna be an ongoing meme of this video.
Which is funny, because it's to call. If it was Oma Chow, then you'd have more of a point.
I still like Laura Bailey.
We all love Laura Bailey.
Alright. Oh, that's right. Okay. So now I get to see Knuckles be an idiot in Tails' version.
Oh no.
Shut up!
Hey, Knuckles! What's up?
I'm throwing air punches.
What are you doing, Knuckles?
Knuckles, you have been upgraded to child abuse.
Just hand over the emeralds you have.
Yeah.
Quick!
Because he's just so bad.
No way, Knuckles.
Now what we're about to do, does that speak worse of Tails or Knuckles?
Knuckles. Tails is just a
Because we
kid.
literally kick his butt and we're a kid. Ow. Ow.
Well, I'd say Knuckles should pick on someone his own size, but we are his size.
Pretty much. Yeah, that's the sad part. Is, Tails is supposed to be a little kid at this point, and he's about Knuckles' height.
Tails has a real good growth spurt. Oh no.
Apparently.
Oh no.
Or Knuckles ate the wrong mushrooms in Mushroom Hill.
Apparently.
Oh no, the emeralds!
Let's all be honest, it was because of the porn stash.
And they're all mine.
It took centimeters off his legs.
A few, yeah, quite a few.
Eggman's back!
I love that they never. I always love that they never gave lip syncing to Eggman in this one.
They never gave what?
They never gave him lip syncing.
Yeah, they never did.
Not until SA2.
Hey, those are...
It actually works better, because when we get into, the Gamma playthrough, they just use his mustache, and that works perfectly.
Wait for you to bring it to me.
What the heck is he talking about anyway?
A lot of people will notice this, but I ooze all over the E Gamma playthrough, and it's because it's the first time you get to see Eggman outside of his ship, and he looks awesome.
4! Count them! 4! I summon chaos! Come forth!
And see, this is why Robotnik could never play a card game. Because he was not dramatic enough in his summoning.
No. Eat up. He's so great. Mike Pollock. No, not Mike Pollock. Mike Pollock's the new voice. I always kind of get him mixed up. It's funny, I always want to call Mike Pollock Dean Brimstone, and I always want to call Dean Brimstone Mike Pollock. I always get my Eggmans mixed up, man.
It's okay. We'll forgive it this one time. Alright, now back to the boring boss. Oh, I hate Chaos 4.
Yeah, this one takes too long.
Yeah.
It just takes forever to freaking surface. It's like, come on already.
It gets old. Because it's very predictable.
I think this is why I tend to prefer SA2 a little more to SA1.
Oh, I missed it. No!
Oh, man.
What the crap? I can hit Robotnik mid-flight.
Well, you just gotta jump into chaos.
Chaos!
There we go.
There you go.
Yay!
I mean, you think with Tails they'd like give him a smaller life bar.
Yeah, exactly. You know, this is a little kid's fantasy here. That's pretty much what I'm going to call Tails' story. It really is, you know, Tails daydreaming.
Until he steps up and becomes the hero in the end anyway. Because that's what Tails does.
Exactly. I actually think, you know, what they did with the end of Tails' arc was very fitting.
Yeah.
He got his first moment in the hero spotlight.
Okay, don't fly. Just
I
jump.
mean, you don't need like an ultimate payoff for Tails. You just need a little one. Have him get his first little victory as a hero,
That's my
and
fun.
then have Alex's phone go off as the LP curse.
Anyway.
Oh, come on. Surface already! I've got one more hit, right? Or is it two?
I think it's one.
Ah, come on, come on!
Oh!
Yes!
Okay, I wasn't
Dang
trying to
you!
do that.
I want this to be done! Okay.
$9.99, are you out of your mind?